Well, a brass for Kesben TV, so say they're good. You want some yatuli the kick off, Yadi Bremo, and ne, and you may no Siambo or Kesben TV, so not just a good. You want some any abob one no Yadi air brew and ne, and you may you be the kind of man on some outdoor at the Abayia, in the fian some outdoor, and so better so at the amount, and then one man on this summer Yadi air banu Guinness World Record Football Quiz, and also a basso as a children is saying. Yabemu hu sa nyama se de city ni akocha se boboko na so ye wo mabrante friend Oscar ono so na ho nsema wodo aba betodwa wa ha ye de Ebro football legend wo mo eni anase football legends wo mo bo peace charity match ekowie sei insense mebre ene free sa match ni mobile ye de ho nsema wodo e de baba na fe ye wia ye de na 70 the Black Maidens of Ghana wo mo bo modin ye papa nanso so enwie peye enne North Korea for a year frame na se Korea DPR or more a year frame ye be hwe sansam ne wie ne the local stories awo do so ato aso e de amamo e wa kick off so WhatsApp line say the city de bia no 0244263902 and on your WhatsApp number 0244263902 obetima send messages awo do de aba ye be kinkan wa kick off so e de masabri ye be gye ahomisi makakra bi ye ba ne de dwumedie no ahyehye so. Yemo akwa baba kick off so kick off na hwe live for Kesben TV so obetima join here obetime the messages I will do there about 0244263902 and then your WhatsApp number obetime head the messages I will do there about Guinness World Record Football Quiz Gareth Bale versus Peter Cech mumi hwe sa video ni ento kick off so.
I'm Gareth Barry.
My name is Petr Cech. Record for the fastest Premier League goal.
Not a clue.
I have to say, I don't know.
Would not have got that one. Most goals as a first half substitute.
Most goals scored as a first half substitute.
No.
I think it might be Adam Lefondre.
Petr Cech gets that one. I'll give him a round of applause.
Chris Smalling. Phew. I would say
Alan Shearer.
Alan Shearer.
Well, I had two guesses. You can't give it me.
Phew. In the qualifiers, I would go with
Say Ronaldo.
maybe Thierry Henry.
23.
Is that Southampton?
Maybe Defoe.
Mane, is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mane.
Mane. Yeah.
Oh, I was actually watching the game.
Yeah.
My guess would be between Liverpool and United.
Arsenal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
13.
Vardy.
That's Vardy, isn't it?
I would go with,
Was that Chelsea?
must be maybe Mourinho.
Mourinho?
Yeah. Yeah.
I was actually in that team.
I was going to get that one, eh? Check.
Because then we had the most goals as well. But no, the most points was the first year. So Mourinho.
Sure, I saw this the other day.
Highest combined, I think it's probably,
Not sure. I'll have a guess and say Anelka, but
I would say Ronaldo. Against the most teams.
is that Frank Lampard?
Frank Lampard. No clue.
I think that's Jamie Redknapp, isn't
It
it?
is.
Must have seen that on a TV show.
Most bookings.
Let me think about this one. Is it myself?
It is.
Hi, I'm Gareth Barry.
My name is Peter.
Wei a kick-off and our channel. Premier League, you know, who follow and I just say questions, you know, most of the questions in Kabeti me answer. Most of the questions, you know, never Premier League, you know, what can I say? How many questions were you able to answer? Questions in never Premier. Next time, at the bar, your also with me at your wage and for your toss or your coach Chelsea and the Brazilian, a brand friend Oscar. Mommy, here's a video to a kick-off. So.
I really like living in London. I also like wearing the Chelsea shirt.
In 2012, Brazilian star Oscar left Internacional for a life in London.
It was a huge change because Inter is obviously one of the biggest clubs in Brazil, one of the biggest teams to have won the Club World Cup. But I came to a club that had just won the Champions League. It's one of the biggest clubs in Europe and the world. So it was a massive upheaval. But I ended up adapting very well.
In his 4 years at Chelsea, Oscar has become a regular fan favourite, thanks to his mix of hard work and carefree attacking play.
It's hard to explain the differences in styles. In Brazil, I obviously played a lot more up front. I always looked to attack. I always wanted to score goals and run with the ball. Here, I learned a lot about marking, about tactics. I learned many things to enhance my skills, to improve my positioning. I've learned more about that side of the game.
The arrival of Antonio Conte at Chelsea has breathed new life into the squad after the disappointment of last season.
It was really down to confidence, and Conte is rebuilding that confidence in the whole team. He's leaving every player free to do what they do best, and this approach is helping us a lot. If we keep playing like we are, I'm sure we'll be fighting for everything this season. But here every game is very difficult, regardless of who you're playing against, from the top to the bottom, and that's why it's the best league in the world. I also want to get back into the Brazilian national team because I wasn't called up for the last game, and I hope I can return soon.
Oscar came to global attention in 2011, scoring a hat-trick against Portugal in the FIFA Under-20 World Cup final.
That game was unforgettable, both for how the game itself turned out and for my goals. We took the lead, and then they equalised. And then in the second half we went behind, but I managed to score again. So that was already really cool for me. It was a very exciting game. And I ended up scoring a third goal in extra time. It was a beautiful goal, where I went across and the ball ended up going in past the goalkeeper. So the luck was with me that day, because it's not every day you score 3 goals in one game.
He graduated quickly to the senior Seleção, and despite the despair of their home World Cup in 2014, Oscar and Thiago Silva were the 2 Brazilians included in the official team of the tournament.
That was very satisfying. I couldn't even have imagined it. But then the guys who run El Seleção said to me, "You're amongst the best in your position, you're playing well." And I ended up playing every game really well, always creating a lot and helping the team a great deal. I think not just offensively, but also defensively as well. I ended up being picked in the World Cup 11, even though most people don't really remember that because of what happened to the Brazilian team, of course. When you lose, everybody wants to forget about it all. But personally, I was very happy.
Eu pessoalmente fiquei muito feliz.
Tite isn't particularly well known abroad, but Brazilians know him very well for the excellent job he did with Corinthians. He's a great coach, and I think it's very important for him to be able to work away from the spotlight, and we hope he'll help us a lot.
He's still only 25, but already has quite a medal collection.
This is for being Premier League champion, and this is for winning the Capital One Cup. This is from the 1000th game of the Brazilian national team, Brazil against Colombia.
So much has been won, but the drive remains to achieve much more, particularly in those elite competitions, the FIFA World Cup, the Champions League, and the FIFA Club World Cup.
For Brazilians and South Americans, this is a very serious tournament. I do want to win it. I've played in it twice, with Internacional when we lost, and also with Chelsea when we lost again. I think I've fulfilled my dream of playing in every competition I set out to, but I also want to win them. I want to lift the World Cup and the Champions League trophy. I haven't won either of those yet, so I'll fight to the end of my career to try to win these titles. I'm always trying to improve, and I think I've been doing that at Chelsea. I'm about to complete 200 games here, and I've already been capped many times by Brazil. I've also scored many goals, so I'd like to be remembered as a great player.
Well, all you need to know about Oscar Usinakai the Brazil national team no Sansona Usinakai, and so at the Chelsea Bobo Econo and no any city city in summer would draw our year Nyama would draw Oyebia and so at the F1 football career no and at the Peace Cup match and also Basso. Na peace the Nimsenke born naked Sumjuamba, but BBC between Thiago Armando Maradona on honest Sebastian Veron. Jaba didn't see a moment her video near to us.
Tú también estoy grande, bruja. No, yo no te boludeo. Yo te digo en la cara.
Veramente a educare alla pace i ragazzi. Come andiamo a forma? Perché lui è in formissima. Andiamo da servizio al servizio di questa ispirazione di pace.
Where a Peace Cup match, of course, and then they say the city where before match in the best chance with some of the key players. Momusu Asia Kain, Emre Trim, Oshe video na ho Ronaldinho wom, wins the best time round who 30 players. I would be brave. Abomunino e kaboma womu Asia Kain. Then so at the long run, we know who DCM. We a match and almost said the bay a bit timid. Assume GM and so a day about. Then so game no, it's told your coach Fabio Capello. I know a coach one of the team on our show. So to match na more the year papa. But still I know share some of the players are Omusia Kaini Bia and as a Sabri Komusia Kaya Kenya Mama where Diego Armando Maradona the back Bermano so Asia Kaini Bi but after the game and a Sanya Mabasabasayano and so 18 ECM I know any city city at the for peace match I know 18 a course well you trust your concept from the moment feeling chair Barcelona Bobuko Nasreye Barcelona DPR man for the message ba da ben and a mercy ni injury to say ni injury level Benedu Umtiti ono so injury no level Benedu mumenko basa training grounds ni enko leveler and maintain me no o ma train asiana mumenko basa training grounds. Well, I know Messi was a trainer say Eddie ama Barcelona Boboko no into more na Mubusa say Barcelona da ben na Lionel Messi obe join team no for pride say wa babaka was a trainer say the Boboko no but 3 games with Argentina national team no anya da team about 3 games ni nyina no Argentina elusu say was a trainer say the Mabasa dodo nyina e bompa so betime nya ne form na wodi aboa Argentina ahead of World Cup qualifies a dome and Samson Umtiti and also as a trainer say a day I'm a basketball book on a branch and so Iprai absent I had to win papa. Now they are back weekend ebe league matches across Europe. We are hoping say Luis Enrique will select them and best selected Lionel Messi and as Umtiti I'm Messi kindly be a German Barcelona. Kick off and I run a live for Kesbin TV so well ya beji ahome sabre ya ji ahome ya dan waba ya ba na fe fie nsem awdono enso ato aso.
They have polished the word of God to their favor. Oh, I'm a Christian. I pray very well, but I have. And the same girlfriend sleeps with you, and you sleep with the same girlfriend, and you go before the Lord. Oh Lord, I want this, I want that. Lord, I want this, I want that. Hey, my brother, you are deceiving yourself. My sister, you are deceiving yourself. You are deceiving yourself. Do what according to the word of God. Don't deceive yourself. And I assure you that after doing what the word of God says, nobody will pray for you. Your miracles will come itself.
Well, kick off now in the live for Kesman TV. So a good day with some ya bobo anu ye mema na kofo kroso na ye de banda 17 Women's World Cup ekoso Jordan and semi-final first game eba so between the Black Maidens of Ghana womo and Korea DPR and a boy and that's North Korea and a boy. Game in the 2-1 in favor of Korea. For me highlight of that game no na fianto aso.
So these two teams have had very differing routes to the quarter-final stages. The Ghanaians, remember, thrashed in their opening encounter by Japan. 5-0 was the scoreline that day, whereas the Koreans are unbeaten and finished top of Group C. Ghana, as you can see, the yellow card against the name Asantewa on the Ghanaian bench there means she can't play due to suspension. Here is the goalkeeper, the engaging Keizo Masi. He was an orphan and couldn't quite take it in stride, otherwise there would have been a shot on, but she does win it back. Good tenacity shown here, and was she taken down for a penalty? She is. It's a penalty for Korea DPR. Achimpong cannot believe it. Grace Achimpong hangs her head because she knows she's handed an enormous opportunity to the Asian champions here. She's consoled, but she is not complaining. That's the significant factor here. It's a rash pullback awarded for the challenge on Pon Young-gyong, and that will result in a penalty kick here for Korea DPR in the 32nd minute. Well, every penalty that's been... And then Kim Pon-wee was never going to miss somehow. And there's the celebration for Korea DPR, and Achimpong will be disconsolate. The young Ghanaian who conceded the penalty here. That's where she pulled down the opponent. And this is brilliantly dispatched. They might win it before then, of course. And once again, the dramatic overhead kick and a glancing header, and against all the odds, Ghana are level. Achimpong scores. Gifty Achimpong from the most unlikely position has given Ghana real hope here of dragging this match at least into extra time. It was Grace Achimpong to the corner. There's the overhead kick. To make it unnecessary to have extra time in this game. It is Korea who are on the attack, and they have 5 forward. Desperate defending from the Africans now is required. Oh, and that will be a free kick, and this will be a chance. And another takedown of Ja Un-young, and another. It's a yellow card for Amoako, who's been on the field. 20 seconds. That I might check on that one. That's probably the fastest booking in history for a substitute. Might well be. So I've said she's had a strange tournament. It continues to get more curious by the second. They won't thank her for that if Korea score here. They have a chance. They're coming up to 3 minutes into the added time, but the referees always add on a few seconds for things like this, for free kicks. Is there any late drama to be had in Irbid? Korea's free kick, the last opportunity in the game in the 90. Oh, and it's into the net. Korea have won it for sure. And the free kick that was conceded has been punished. Ja Un-young from no more than a foot out to stab the ball into the Ghanaian net and stab Korea DPR into a semi-final against Venezuela. It was not pretty. She won the free kick, did Ja Un-young. Here it comes, messy to say the least, and she's there on the end of things. Ghana couldn't deal with it, and it is just poked over the line into the net. And surely now that means Korea DPR are into yet another semi-final with the winning goal scored by Ja Un-young. Her first of the World Cup. And it comes in the 94th minute. And the referee blows the whistle. That's how close Ghana were to taking the match into extra time.
Well, quarterfinals game so between Ghana and North Korea. North Korea she 2-1. Very sad. Sir John.
Yeah, Mickey, that is a heartbreaking goal.
Yeah.
Because Eba at the 93rd minute. Coincidentally, last edition of the World Cup 2014, Ghana edged almost 2-0 on the way to facing the Italians at the same quarterfinal stages. Unfortunately, penalty shootout Emma Ghana Efrim. This time around, Oma pay it back in our own coin because Yena a block or more chance from progressing the last edition of the World Cup in 2014. That was Costa Rica 2014. It's quite unfortunate, but I think the maidens should take pride to be the only African country because African footballer, maybe we Nigeria are the senior level. They are on top of the women game in Africa. There's an emergent force in the African women game, that is the Cameroonians. Omina Frim just at the first hurdle. Ghana MK a step further into the quarterfinals, only to lose to the Asian champions. Kaise under 17 year competition after every edition there a new crop of players, and that new crop of players in 2014, 2014 no be brave attract the age of 17, and for that matter they are not qualified based on FIFA and Shishaye to play in this competition. So Ghana definitely had a new crop of players, and they also had a new crop of players. And about this division of footballer, the Asians are on top because the defending champions are the Japanese. 3 matches on the trot. Oma Miki, Omo intent known say they are not just defending champions for nothing. They are defending champions because of man football Peja Ewo Japan, because even at the senior level, Kai 2012, Omoshe, I think the US on the way to winning it. Even that was even the grand finale, Omotimishe US at the J. And this time around, their under 17 is doing very well because they are the defending champion. The last edition, almost Spain 2-0 na DJ, and the crop of the teams are almost drew that level of the competition. The previous edition now, there was Venezuela into the semi-finals this time around. Nra almost Mexico, so that means they're also into the next stage of the competition. Spain were also in the finals the last edition. Almost Germany on the way to making it to the semi-finals, and then Korea. So I make your intent no now. Omatimi Ashe Ghana by Omaya have Omaya
because last time you call it,
yes,
you won bronze. So this time.
The last edition, Ghana a film in the group stage in the quarterfinals. Bronze near the 2012 edition. But this very the last edition of Ghana a film
at the
penalties. No, quarterfinals.
So
yes, so yeah, maintaining a quarterfinals status because the last edition you call semi-final na you lose the bronze. The next edition you sign equal quarterfinals.
Yeah.
So it means Ghana under 17 level no. If the administrators of football in Ghana, being the FA, the supporter, they will be the next team to bring a world title to Ghana because the last edition, the Mbema side, by 1995, after 95, the other editions in that was 97 in Egypt, 99 in New Zealand, they call the semi-finals. We lost some penalties to Brazil. Then from there, the last time Ghana team make the medal zone, 2007, Japan as a Korea, Salastete, did that crop of players, a promoter be at the bad under 20 in 2009, I think the World Cup. So basically, a competition, I think, man or man say, giving the necessary support at some point, what they say now, Omolake parts and so many things, now the FA and the ministry were at fault for that because very young girls are the necessary support to at least continue to carry the flag of Ghana. If for no reason, 3 countries from Africa, and only Ghana and Kwana team called the quarterfinals. Unfortunately, they were hard done by that last-minute goal now, and that aside, yes, Ghana unfortunately just lost that due to hard luck because the scoreline now, and you say the North Koreans they dominate here, even though we're Asian champions, but we actually matched them boot for boot until the 93rd minute. That crucial goal shattered the dreams of these young girls. Now more person call a step further, possibly to emulate the Masoud Didi Dramani's
goal, the winner for North Korea. How it came?
Yes,
was tackle? Was it
tackle? No, I think it was a rash tackle
because over time
it was a rash tackle because. In any given day, referee be a bit imagine. Was a commentator making a point about whether it is the fastest yellow card to ever occur in a World Cup. A bit remember say the fastest, even though in terms of goal scoring, your fastest goal like Hassan Sars in 2000 for the major World Cup in 2002, Japan, Korea, and then Oko Abia, the brother sensor. Lionel Messi's first match, international match for Argentina, I think less than 15 seconds. Or no cry, didn't a red card. So who compare yellow and red? I don't think they are of the same. So the fastest rush tackle, and the referee in any given day will always give.
Because of experience.
Yeah, I think experience to counted for the North Koreans.
But Nia say, did she went for the ball? For the ball, Nana.
She had the ball, but the way I didn't see, in any given referee, depending on maybe a referee in the Beijing, a bit more deceiving, and yes, OJ, Oman red card, now advantage or the North Koreans, and unfortunately. And the defenders, and the keeper too did not live up to that billing. Keeper was at fault for this very goal. It was a very soft goal to concede at that very minute. Abianca called extra time. Emma Omoshe Krana to say Italy in 2014. You call penalties, and unfortunately, Abambila who scored. I'll share. When say Italy for at some point, only did 2-1. The 90th minute. Now one lady be na friend Abambila. Share. Take Ghana. And then at the penalty shootout, the same Abambila unfortunately missed his crucial penalty. The Italians also went to the next stage. So it was they were hard done by that soft. Omaya there, to be honest, Omaya there, because Oma maintaining the status quo from Masoud Didi Dramani's time from 2012. Omo called the semi-finals. Etimiko J bronze. Oma team Omo Germany of all nations. We say about women footballer. They are kingpins in the world. So for them to have reached that far with all the problems in camp, not getting part and so many things, no per diems or winning bonuses or whatsoever. Umaya they say Omatimi maintaining the flag of Africa and Ghana to be in particular. I want to could do that stage. Because kudos to them, but it was just hard luck, Mickey.
Well, kudos to the Black Maidens of Ghana and the 17 team. Be out of the World Cup. Yeah, boy, who did do quarterfinals and North Korea a year frame. Well, I trust when we go the senior national team, the Black Stars of Ghana, and ne as a mojan then somehow do their two jam. Some mayan creative problem. Mamu miyan can somewhere in your and somewhere in one year can so no need the day you our problem. Was see my creative friction and my problem and my national team. Former Black Stars player, former player of Kotoko, former management member, Safi Jemfi Akasa Edia found. So GD say problem bu or wa. I was so much and solve our problem no edifio. Well, I bet try say bet me and just Safi Jemfi Nesemo or the two jan said a city. Safi Jemfi Akasa Edia found. The problem occurs between Asamoah and need the no and ya bet me aboa.
Star, ye camp blaster. Is a Ghana for you team no. Ghana for ye Japadia Bakupe no. But who share ball and Nana ye boy idea. There is a problem. Because me I of in share me I am the share bono. Me who say I is a place now problem woman tem kakra. Because the problem with moi yana born do baby also be crowded ma be so far to our person the man na afa baby. Nti me who be bisa say problem with moi I will say omutimi e solve sa problem.
Ebi make say the day any jan who be bisa.
Oh, captainship there say they be ayaneta esi, but I was say abu trainer Didenya. The baby you be a captain. Say ya she say we a captain. We hia obeba be ye. And the only thing is say obenya abutre na Asamoah to be a general captain. Now no I will take over. Next idea force my yi nipa no a. On the nipa no say what the yawo and the free ho. Or the Yahoo free also to be a captain.
We black president and do not friend Safi Jemfi and they somehow do the two Jordan. And so Asamoah Gyan Abeka says something and you credit said there was a problem between only Dede are you captains.
Yes, Mickey, Ghana anya the very wrong side and I call the wrong side of history of suffering from captaincy of the Black Stars. Starting from Abedi Toneyeboa's era, Kwesi Appiah to Abedi Toneyeboa's era. Now, Ghana, Ekita, one of the best squad in Africa, Okai 1992, and even ahead of 92. After they called the finals, that penalty shootout in Senegal, Ekoye, the biggest margin of penalty shootout, it determined a team of winning the competition. Ghana, Eko Tlemcen, Algeria, and that Tlemcen disaster, no. Ghana Ekonya problem with regards to the issue of not having the best team as in unity to be able to unite the players together to progress to the latter stages of the competition for the 2000 and that is 1994 World Cup because Algerians Ghana see the chance because now here just a draw and first half Ghana led through Sike Akono's goal, and then second half in Shotoy the pitch became unplayable. But even two teams in Nana and that problem. But the Algerians playing at home were comfortable. Omutimi Eshe 2 quick goals, one at the dying embers of the game. Omutimi they take it to the latter stages because when he said this very World Cup for Russia 2018, I say the final group is number one of the top straight away who call Russia. But those times preliminary group stages we are now assigned group more. And that group is Algeria, Ecotom, the same group with Cote d'Ivoire, Nigeria. And that was the time at the dream team of Nigeria, team qualifier. So, Yanfan say, the United Front those times now, possibly would have been the same group with Nigeria. And him say, about football in West Africa, about football in Africa is as a continent. Nigeria, in terms of head-to-head, we have better head-to-head than the Nigerians do. But unfortunately Ghana missed out. The same applies to the time of Abedi Ayupele and then the Tony Yeboah and then the captaincy issue. Come what may, Asamoah has contributed his quota. One day he hung his boots, possibly either after Russia 2018 or after the AFCON 2017. So almost speculating the issue of disunity in the Black Stars. I think if there's a body in Ghana that unites the country, the Black Stars or the national teams. So and if indeed there's that problem, I think in Pimfona or more, now we have a FIFA executive committee member, and I think he can be up to the task to solve the problem before it escalates to something very, very bad, and that can dent our footballing image or possibly dent our footballing achievement, possibly to the World Cup, because Ghana, our appearance in the World Cup, even though continentally, now a team edged the AFCON titles, the record of appearing in 4 successive finals from 1963, 65, 68, 70. Ghana team called finals. Out of the 4 finals on the bounce, AJ2, Emma, 2 Nusuko J, Ekodi, Sudan, and that of DR Congo. So I think the legend, Obo Black Stars, Obo Kotoko, Yekan Kotoko history, I think Savage Mfi holds a very high history in the club Kotoko, and Oba out to give his opinion that captaincy saga, I think, is a step in the right direction. The say you better solve it before it becomes a mere rumor that will escalate and that will get to the players and then bring division into the team. Because after the dull draw in Tamale, among who out can say there's division in the team, there's this camp and that camp, and I don't think it will help. We have one Ghana, and the Black Stars that unite the country should always be the force to unite us. Come December, there's going to be elections, but if Black Stars are playing on performance, even though at the moment fans know my job, but about some performance no to me Egypt in November, possibly Ghanaians will start to look at the Black Stars as a unity tool or as a force to unite the country and the support. The issue of captaincy is not necessary, because the most important thing is the players should step up their performance when they win. Because in 2006 World Cup on their way, Burkina, now Burkina, Luzi, and then the subsequent matches, Yetimi, Winnie, qualify for our maiden World Cup. So Yako draw, the issue of captaincy should be put to bed. Now you prepare the team very well, and then go to Faroe, that is Egypt, and possibly win and get our campaign running into the World Cup in Russia 2018, Mickey.
Well, also with my journey was 0322037387 37387 37386. Also bet me a journey Jumedi, so but please make sure yourself fair. Television volume no be reducing no said be ya in common bet me akosuye papa. But Dede Ayew should stop what he's doing. That is why he did no, please. I can't read that. Please, message na mo de ban mama na clean kakra. Ana mo church on se bebre ana ne kan no edi. Obeden who say ono na ye bibisa de ti akojo asama. Indeed, the Black Maidens have really done well. Okay, one for Dimbia and Tuaso. I'm very happy that Lionel Messi is back at Barcelona. Greetings to my love Vanessa from Donkin inside Achuma Boko. On also messenger or de Abano and no. The ball was not a penalty at all. Good job from our girls. They did really well. Hello, good evening.
Fine.
Yes, get you.
From Takwa.
Okay.
Me problem bibi betimi ha happy. President Angasa to see in a nice form. Me president and any minister. President Angasa betimi by him. What but solve that problem ni na. As a president Bekana the problem between the Ghanaians and Mojana. Thank God for me continue yes I guarantee. Me hope that president in front of nice form. Now solve that problem. Now solve that problem. That's it.
Mr. Bedase. Ball and then the contribution. Mummy and fat your next caller. Hello. Good evening.
Hello.
Yes. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yes. Jetio.
Mr. Your friend Pius. Because every after.
Okay.
Pius.
Jetio.
Edi can never Black Maidens. As a man, I'm not concording. A single baby, I'm meaning in 90. Because the Ghana could do an AFA. I'm about more than as a Mojan and a man tell me if you can't go on. Omo urgent hono deɛ ɛtɔ so mɛka no mɛtrɛ ya matete ɛsɛ ɔtumfoɔ aba bebree de nyame asɛ yɛbɛtrɛ nana sɛ yɛtrɛ ɔtumfoɔ ɔnkasa ma yɛne yɛtim kɔtɔkɔ no baabi tim kɔtɔkɔ no ɛnyɛ korɔkorɔkorɔ wɔpɔpo ntini ne apamfo ɔma ayɛ bi nanso ɔma ahoɔden ne sua yɛtrɛ nana ɔmmra no ɔnkasa ma yɛ no tim no ɛntumi ɛnkɔ so ma yɛ mɛda ase paa
Mr. Bedase, well, from a flower moment to us, so young next caller. So, hello, good evening. Hello. Hello, good evening.
Is it meeting?
Yes.
Apo
Nyami adum where?
Gama baram fabo wabaso.
Okay.
So why are there pa?
Black maidens for no.
Why are there pa? Because
okay.
Amuko e no fere sika che amuko ankoye anso mo yira wo boy. Do betumi no maye.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Mr. Bedase, bye-bye. Young next caller. So, hello, good evening. Okay. When Timmy engine so we hear some few messages hello, good evening. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, Yetio.
Good evening.
Yes, Yetio.
Pacho, we the program na person persona.
Pacho also.
Let me say Ghana no idea said when you make no. There you near some more time. That T-shirt no. When they senior, only wow. Na and be odi can pray and one the mouth. And the problem then you may know back on papa pray and ban say on the Africano. Mukwepa and they say those this now no or more boys by I be depending to nearby. The same thing. Let that nearby the cancer be say. And you see the next year, I be depending on players. No, so only the empty. I quite say, win a ball out to pass them away. But a man is out, mine and a penny, and I say a penny say. And he is level. Said, man fat near dog. Oh, man, fun nothing when I mind. The area, especially when the cry count, when the decay count, would you know? See, Manosi.
Medasipa. Also contributed. Them next caller. Hello, good evening.
Fine evening.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good evening.
Fine evening.
Okay, Yetio. Hello. Okay, we may hear a few messages for nothing. Na yentua so our kick off so okay. Okay. I'm Emmanuel watching you live from Techiman, doing a great job. Keep the fire burning. And also message at what day abano yamfa next caller and so hello, good evening. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening.
Yetio.
Me pacho me hello.
Yetio.
Yeah, the kind me say hello.
Me pacho television reduce volume no I. Okay. Well, what fan on TV no? What reduce volume no? What reduce volume now? Yentimi no din komo. Say John oh?
Yeah, that's true. That's an distract. We know in back here.
Okay. My info caller. Hello. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes. Yetio.
Actually, black media is what I'm for one of us.
Okay.
And the kind of the you have to my dad, the way of black stars and meaning. So I said, I'm going to know my dad now, mind to me for 3 years.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's it. Well, Sir John.
Yeah, Mickey.
Me that's it.
Yeah, me that's
time and tea. Yetimi to us. The kick off to me in the Bessiam. Yebesa to me share my channel at the same time on kick off. Yebesa to me share that good one sem as I saw Bremo Biom.